Hello there once again, and welcome to the third video of the day. Today I've got my hands on several packages, so I've got delivered some packages from one of my suppliers and one package from Secret Lair Scalefast. And as you can see here, that's the package from the October Super Drop. So actually, there's even one more, the Monster Movie Marathon, but I don't want to open this for right now. In comparison, these packages, yes, I do want to open them. So we've got a Redefine brand, Mirrored Insanity in 2 versions, the Monster Anatomy, the Thrilling Tales, Extra Life, and the Secret Lair Stranger Things. The one that was controversial also once again. So yeah, let's see what we have here. As you can see, there are several versions. With these packages, I've just taken the ones that I really wanted to take and that I also want to play. So for example, the Mirrored Insanity, I really love those lands. I love the optics from that. Monster Anatomy, I think that's just a little bit of fun. And Thrilling Tales, yeah, the ghoul inside it, it's one of my combo decks. I really like this one, as well as for the Redefined print. So let's see what we have inside here. Let's start with the controversial part. I do have Secret Lair Stranger Things. Thank you for being part. Do have Secret Lair. In this case, it's with a red box, with a red topping, a little bit cloudy here, as you can see, and yeah, has a good flare to it. So the leg is a little bit metallic. We do put it out of the cardboard like always. So this cardboard is a little bit tighter fitting, and yeah, still good quality. And we are greeted by the Mind Flayer, the Shadow. And as we already know, for the backside, we do have the Hawkins National Laboratory. As you can see, that's the non-foil version. Normally, I like these ones a little bit better. Still, that's a cool thing. As far as I know, Hawkins as well as the Mind Flayer, they are printed upside down. So the backside flips. Normally those would be in the correct side. And as far as I can see, it may be that this card is a little bit off-center to the top. Yeah, still interesting. Here you can see it. The frame itself here has way more space to the bottom border, while here the frame on the bottom border has more space than the top border. So that's cut a little bit off-centered. Interesting. We'll let this inside the slip, but for these ones, oh, interesting. You could see I've just opened it. The package itself was open from the beginning, so it just ripped open. Interesting. Didn't know that this could happen with these packages. Nonetheless, as the glue itself is still the horrible glue that we can see anytime we open a Secret Lair, yeah, I'm rather happy that it is already open, so I can just pull them out. For the foil cards, if this would be opened, I don't think that would be very good. We do have the Mind Flayer, and the rest is all on the head. So let's slip it up. Can see it. Yep. It's like the other card too. You do have a Mind Flayer. Interesting. The stamp here, it's pretty much correct. Here it's a little bit on the upside from the good Chief Jim Hopper. We've got the Dustin, the Gadget Genius, 11 the Mage, the corner face or the frame for the set. Yeah, Lucas the Sharpshooter. We've got Max the Daredevil. Okay, Mike the Dungeon Master. Interesting for Dungeons and Dragons. Also, the stamp is a little bit off-centered. We've got a Will the Wise. The cards themselves, they also look rather seamless and like a fresh little non-glary surface. So interesting for the quality. Yeah, interesting. Nice, cool cards. So these prints, so the optics themselves, that they are a little bit off-center, that's all well and good inside the typical quality that we have here, so everything's fine and well. Mind Flayer the Shadow, that's a rather extreme card. Interesting to play. I think this one as a commander should be fun to play. Yeah. Else we can see the quality, so the token got a little bit of a corner cutting. The rest, you can see it here on this corner, it's a little bit crimped. Else the quality still is very good looking. Don't worry, these cards, like always, oh, that's also a little bit off-centered, I think. These cards will go directly into inner sleeves as soon as I'm finished. But for now, we'll just like these cards like they are. Hawkins National Laboratory, we'll put it on the side. We'll start with the Extra Life for the second page. As there is the all-time loved Cultivator Colossus, one of the rather extreme cards. A card that can be played in pretty much any set. And yeah, let's see what we can get here. We are greeted by the Muldrifter. Interesting. Interesting little pick. And for here, we know the Cresting Reflectoglyph and the quality here, the foliage is still closed. So we have to work with the knife. But to see, we've got two cards in the back. Cresting Reflectoglyph. We can see it's already here, the second card. Of course, all these cards inside here are doubled in size. This one, as a special card, will let in the foliage. Still really like it. So quality on the back side, also everything's good and well. Cool little cards. And as you also know, really hate the glue, so we'll directly start with the knife. Just rip this off and get the cards out without any damage. It's better like that. The Muldrifter, that is, yeah, should go to an oculist. Cool cards. I think the idea to let children draw everything, somehow it's cool. Also, the variations that the artists took out of the children's drawings, it's interesting to say the least. And yeah, for the quality, the H52 is interesting, for the H5.5 for the Creative Behemoth. And yeah, the rest of the cards, they are rather centered, as they do have the normal stamp of it. For the backside, also the corners and such, everything's straight and clear. For these cards, we do not see any damaged corners as such. So it's rather good in quality. Also, the upper side, the surface is also rather well from the feel, like older cards, I think. So it's not glary. You can simply touch them in a good way. That's good. That's a good thing. Can't really say it. What do we have next? Mirrored Insanity, that we do want in comparison with the foil edition. And as I said, I really like the Mirrored Insanity versions. The artifact lands, they are simply overpowered in their version, like they have been put into the game. And yeah, in this case, I also really like the optics of it. So point one, a little bit of dust from the production. Number 2, the normal Mirrored Insanity. And we are greeted by the Ancient Den on both sides. For this kind of topic, we can compare them. As far as I know, we should be greeted with the Darksteel Citadel. Okay, this one is a little bit cramped in, but we can get it out. Still get it out here. And yeah, Darksteel Citadel in foil. That's a cool, nice card. And here it should be the normal Dark. Yeah, interesting. So for the secret lairs in the beginning, those just had a foil version as a bonus card. In the recent times, they switched over to put a foil bonus card in the foil version and a normal bonus card in the normal version. So yeah, you can see both completely put out there into this, and the quality is really, really good. And one thing I want also, what you can see here, the foil version, like normal, like always with the magic cards, is a little bit bent, is a little bit warped, but the normal Darksteel version that is fully cardboard is also a little bit bent, but that is coming from this clamping here. So let's see. These ones I'll let inside, the bonus cards, but for the Ancient Den, that we can also see has this horrible kind of glue. We'll get out here. I can just recommend to get them out like this to just avoid any damaging for the cards. So let's go into a little bit of a detail here. Got the Ancient Den, the Seat of the Synod in the pixel art, the Vault of Whispers, the Great Furnace, also really, really nice looking, and the Tree of Tales. These this time they seem to be centered all around. Print quality is really, really good looking. It's also once again the semi surface view, touch and feel. So really, really nice. Oh, on the back here, don't know if you can see it. Here we do have a little bit of a whiting on the corner. So yeah, interesting. And which card was it? It was the Tree of Tales. Just looking like a 90s picture of Doom. Cool cards, cool cards. To compare them, we do have the same cards for a foil. We'll open these up now. At least we'll try to. So, yeah, I hope this helps to see how to get these cards out. So, packaging number 2. I've got the Ancient Den in a foil. It's really, really beautiful to look at. Seat of the Synod, where the gold parts here are the most vibrant colors inside this foil card. Of course, the silver border is a little bit blurred out in comparison to the gold one. Same for the Vault of Whispers with the green. The red is not so foiled, really, really good looking. For the Great Furnace, here it's also the gold color that's blending out everything else. The red is also foiled, but not as much as the gold, so really, really good looking. Tree of Tales reminds me of a server room. I don't know why, but for all these roots, etc., they simply look like the the cable components of a server room. Interesting. Really, really good. For the borders in the back, still, front card has a little bit of a work damage, like whitening. Unfortunately, it's the Ancient Den. Yeah. To compare them, quite normal, as you can see. The non-foil is straight, the foil one is right out of the box, so I just got them like an hour ago or such. Yeah, bent. So that's quite normal. So we have to see whether we can unbend them with a little bit of more humidity in the room here. And if it is straight, just one tip from me, put them directly into an inner and afterwards an outer sleeve, then it will stay. Because so, as you know, you won't be able to play these directly, or you could get problems to play these. Still, really, really awesome cards. I really like this style. Cool things, cool things. Put these to the side here. We'll go over to. We have the Reads the Fine Print, the foil etched version. So up till now we've just got the normal foil ones, and we have to see what we can get. Normally, as far as I know, the bonus card here should be the Liliana Dreadhot General, a highly sought after card, a thought after card. Thought, seek thought, doesn't matter. And yeah, the optics from these foil etched cards, yeah, these are awesome. And we've got the Liliana Dreadhot General. Really, really, really nice card. I also think this one I'll be playing later. That's a card that really fits into one of the commander decks. And it's a really, really good looking one. Liliana Dreadhot General. Cool card. For these cards that we have here, put them down a little bit so that we can cut everything without damaging anything. Yeah, as you can see, we still have to do this, that nothing happens to our valued cards. Yeah, well, theoretically. But I still, yeah, these ones, as you can see, this one was packaged in very, very good. So if you can see it here, normally they do have way more of an airspace inside. So they kind of wiggle around. With this package, I don't know why, they've put out everything from air. So yeah, we do have a little bit of an issue to open it up. But you know this one, the trusty old Leatherman. We'll just put in a little tiny cut here, and afterwards, okay, a little bit more of a cut. Okay, not so trusty, not so old. It doesn't want to be cut, but no matter. Even if it doesn't want to be, we can still get it out. Now we do have the airspace. So interesting look and feel of it. So these are a little bit more raw to the touch. The silver foliage on these ones, in comparison to, for example, the etched foils from Modern Horizons 2, is way more metally. So it's more of a shiny metal than, for example, the ones from Modern Horizons 2 or Commander Legends, where the surface was rather like worked on with sand or such. So these one are rather more shiny. It's like something like of a pre-polished mirror or such. And yeah, what can I say? These ones, they do look really, really stunning. It's like printed on a metal surface. I don't even think I can get it into the camera right now. So they really, really look awesome. Really, really nice cards. Yeah, have to really say it, these are the highlight for me inside this setup. Grieselbrand, Rakazet, Liliana's Contract, Lesenlock. Nice cards. From the backside of it, yeah, these ones are a little better. No damage whatsoever on the corners as such. Front looks awesome. No whiting on the corners. No crimping or such on the corners. I think these one are the best of the batch right now, until now. But let's get over to the thrilling tales of the island. Once again, thank you for being part. And let's see what we have inside here. The Gravecrawler, one of the combo pieces of black decks. You just need a small little zombie out and you can play it over and over and over again. What's really good as a combo card with this one, a really expensive Phyrexian Arena. And we've got an island from the Pirates. Interesting. Put it over here and get the value cards out of their package. They want to see a little bit of play. At least I hope so. So, let's see. No more. Okay. Once again, a package that was a little bit cramped in. Let's see if the cards are straight later or not. If we open it up. So, we've got it. Yep. Gone on the way. 3 cards. Liliana Death Majesty. We've got a Rise of the Dark Realms. That's the money card here in the set. The Gravecrawler is the second money card. And the Liliana, yeah, well, it's not the best Liliana, but it's still very, very good looking. Reminds me a little bit of Sister Act, Whoopi Goldberg. Really, really cool card. And yeah, as I said, this kind of optics. So this one is not as seamy than the other cards, I say. Though these cards are, yeah, a little bit more glary and a little bit flatter, I say. So, yeah, really cool cards. It's interesting. I don't exactly know. The corners here on the whiting, the left corner is a little bit sharper than the right corner. Interesting. But yeah, we've got a Gravecrawler. This one is, I really, really like the optics of it. If you see into it. So the artist Faye Dalton, good job. Nice card. From the back side, yeah, these cards also good looking, but okay. Was just a little bit dust from the production. Cool cards. And for the last one that I will open today, as I said, the Monster Movie Marathon I won't open. Nothing to play right now for me here. So I'll just go over to this little package with the Fleet Swallower. So the anatomy set. Still cool cards here inside here. What we have here, and let's see, bonus card. A swamp. Cut an interesting swamp with an eye. Although it's banned badly, very, very badly. Well, this happens, that's quite normal, as we know. Once again, very tightly packaged, so they don't wriggle around very much. I think we'll have to cut them out also once again, but that's not an issue for us. So yeah, we'll cut them out. I don't know how many of the player bases just push them out, wriggle around with these cards. Cannot look into this. So, also once again, that's the etched mirror shiny, semi-shiny gloss from these cards. Like, okay, that's pink. Interesting. We've got Ilhak, the Race Bar, got a Protean Hulk as a card. We've got Gishat, the Sun's Avatar. And the interesting thing is the color around it. I hope you can see it in this way. So the color, so the pink, the orange here, the green, this simply looks like some kind of, yeah, black or some kind of automotive color as such. So it's, is that print error? Yeah, that's a print error. Interesting. Also, here's, it seems it's also a print error. It's also here. Don't know if it's in the color, if that is wanted or not. So if you can see here, print line, print error, I don't know. Have to compare these with the internet pictures. But as far as I'm concerned, these ones should be errors, as well as this white ink, this whitening directly on the side of the name tag on the upside. So I've got a whitening tag here, here, and here, and they are in the color itself. Very interesting. For the Gishard, it's on the left side. Okay. The only card that seems to be clear of the whiting, of the white spots, seems to be the Goblin Trashmaster. And yeah, the metal surface, like the demon set, is, yeah, cannot say it otherwise, looks awesome. So if they would be like this always, those would be really, really, really awesome as cards. For these specific cards, yeah, they do have some kind of, I think, printing error. So if you compare it here, you do have a printing error here, it seems. You do have a second printing error on this layer. So it's just a color layer, and that's just in the middle of the card itself. Have to compare that later. I thought everything was the same color through and through. Doesn't seem like it. Still, very, very cool cards. So, a little bit of a block. Can you guess which cards are foil? Yeah, the bent ones. But what's also interesting, the foil etched cards, they are straight. Also, one reason why I like the foil etched ones over the normal foils. Interestingly enough. Don't know why. It seems the foil layer for the foil etched ones is of a different kind of material or of a different kind of quality. Yeah, I hope you had fun to watch with this. It was interesting to open for me, especially for these cards. They simply do look like a metal mirror from the quality. So these ones, I think they will be highly sought after. Really, really nice cards. Thanks for watching and have a good day.